Let's walk through the traveling cross stitch on the Shafts Geometry Shawl. That's this knit stitch that you see here that travels from one end all the way across to the other end when we're looking at it from the right side. So I'm going to start on the right side of my work, and I worked to one stitch before my stitch marker. What I'm going to do is I need to move this stitch onto a cable needle. Instead of a cable needle, I'm going to use a locking stitch marker because when I'm working with just one stitch, I find it easier to just slip it onto a stitch marker and hold it to the front. Next, I'm going to remove the stitch marker and hold it over here to the side for a bit. And next, I'm going to purl this next stitch on my left needle. Now I'm going to move the stitch that's on my cable needle, or as I have it here on my stitch marker, back onto my left needle. And now I'm going to knit that stitch. You can see it makes that stitch move over to the left just a little bit. The next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to make one left. So I take that middle bar, put it over my left needle, and knit through the back. Oops. There we go. Now I'm going to put my stitch marker back on my right needle, and I'm going to continue to work across my right side. So now we're going to work the traveling cross stitch again, but this time on the wrong side of our work. The stitch itself is worked the same way, but instead of working to one stitch before our stitch marker on the wrong side, we're going to work all the way to our stitch marker. We're going to slip that marker over, and now we're going to use these first two stitches on our left needle to do the stitch. So we're going to take your cable needle, or in my case, my locking stitch marker, and I'm going to move that first stitch over and hold it to the front. Then next, I'm going to purl this next stitch, which on the right side of my work, it'll look like a knit, but on my wrong side, it looks like a purl. And then I'm going to take my stitch that's on my cable needle or my stitch marker here, put it back on my left needle, and now I'm going to knit it. So it'll be knit on the right side, but purled on, knit on the wrong side, purled on the right. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue working along the wrong side of my work, get a couple stitches over, and we're going to take a look at our last couple stitches, our last couple traveling cross stitches that we made on the right and wrong side of our work, and we see how it continues to travel. Happy knitting!